if he's in the box, he's coming, and he's coming hard and fast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to On the Bear Tonight, the Thursday night football of YouTube football shows. Our rebuilding Bears got the privilege of hosting the Washington Dead Names for an Amazon Prime Time Thursday night matchup. Thursday night football. Objectively, the worst day to have football. In the NFL's ever-expanding quest for more money, Thursday night football is one of the most egregious examples of cost-benefit. Instead of the usual 6 or 5 days of rest the players usually get before the next game, they now have 3 days to prepare for another physically demanding slugfest. It's no wonder that a majority of the time, Thursday night football has provided us with subpar quality matchups and subpar quality performances. But does the NFL care about the players and their safety? Of course they don't. They just care about the money they get from sponsorships and advertisements. And the players don't care because they in return get more money in their contracts for sacrificing those 2 extra days of rest. So it's the NFL fans who have to suffer the most. And we now get to watch Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. Amazon spent a speculated $100 billion to have the privilege of hosting NFL football on the worst night possible. I don't know what's worse, Thursday Night Football or Rings of Power. And here's a matchup worthy of the mantle of Thursday Night Football. The 2-3 Bears and the 1-4 Washington Commanders. 2 teams at the bottom of the league with no hopes of actually competing this season. One team trotting out a QB who is a messy work in progress, the other a shelled husk of his former self. Great stuff. Well, let's see how this garbage fire went for our monsters of the Midway. The Bears are wearing their Orange Crush jerseys and helmets for this game. They're interesting for sure. I probably wouldn't want to see them again, to be honest. This game starts with a Bears drive that ends with a 3-and-out punt. The Commanders' drive ends with a 3-and-out punt. What a great start to this awful game. The Bears respond with a lengthy drive that includes a reception by Dante Pettis? What? This can't be right. But the drive dies in the red zone when Justin Fields hits a defensive lineman on the helmet, and Washington recovers the fumble. But the Bears' defense stops the Washington Comrades deep within their own territory, so they punt the ball away. Khalil Herbert says thank you very much with a 64-yard run to get into the red zone. Fields misses a pretty easy layup to his tight end that could have gone for a touchdown, so yeah, that sucks. But it's 4th and goal on the 1-yard line. Eberflus says let's go for it. Alright, let's take a look here. Okay, everything looks good. We're not lined up in the shotgun, which is a good sign, but oops, Luke Getsy didn't run a QB sneak, so they turned the ball over on downs without any points on the board. It's not rocket science, Luke. You run a QB sneak and you have the running back push the QB into the end zone. It's a touchdown every time. The Communists go 3-and-out. The Bears go 3-and-out. The Commodore 64s go 3-and-out. And the Bears, surprise, go 3-and-out. 27 minutes have passed in this game and nobody has scored a point. Hooray! I'm so happy I decided to watch this game. But the scoring drought ends, unfortunately for the wrong team. And at halftime, it's 3-0 in favor of the Capos. Thursday Night Football. Catch the fever, baby. Well, the Bears have been pretty dog water in the first half of games this year. It's a bold strategy for Eberflus and company to only game plan around the team you're playing at halftime. Let's see if they can pull off another second-half turnaround. The defense starts off strong with a 3-and-out, so Justin Fields and friends take the field again. Justin makes use of his opportunity by throwing an insane touchdown pass to Dante Pettis. It's even more impressive that he was able to throw a touchdown pass to a receiver who can't catch. 7-3 Bears. But Carson Wentz and the Conquistadors move down the field and get a field goal to bring this game to a 1-point lead. Fields answers with a nice run play for a first down, but stalls out when he takes a sack. But the defense saves the day and gives the offense another chance to get a deep drive. All we have to do is return this kickoff here.
Oh my God!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The 40-year-old rookie does it again. So glad he was the only receiver Ryan Poles drafted in the draft this year. The Concubines are in the red zone. Roquan Smith gets trucked by Carson Wentz because, well, Roquan Smith sucks, and Washington gets into the end zone to go up 12-7. The Bears are going to need to find a way to crawl back into this shit show. They push it all the way down to Washington's 48-yard line, but on a 4th and 18, surprise, a Bears wide receiver can't make a catch. Turnover on downs. But the Washington Cappuccinos miss a field goal, so the Bears have one more chance to win this game. It's touchdown or bust. Fields has a 39-yard scramble to get into the red zone. First, a small gain. Second try, the ball gets swatted down on an attempt to Monty. Third try, Pettis can't catch the ball because he sucks. Fourth and final try, Mooney can't make the completion. Game over. Another absolute ball buster of a loss. Bears lose 12-7. Okay, well, if you needed any more confirmation that the Bears sucked ass this season, well, here you go. It's a game that overall the entire team has found itself taking a step back from its game against the Vikings. Let's start with Fields, because why not? I don't talk about him enough. He passed for 190 yards on offense, but he failed to make some of those simple plays you need to make as an NFL QB. This easy layup to his tight end being one. There's no question that Fields has the skills to make those holy shit moments as a QB, but his habit of holding onto the ball for too long to look for big plays is what's hurting him. It gives the defense extra time to break down his protection for a sack or to cover his wide receivers. Speaking of his wide receivers, they all suck. At best, they're below league average. At worst, well, they're the worst in the entire league. Ryan Poles' bold strategy of not getting any weapons for his young QB is not paying off in a positive way. Sure, I get not splurging on wide receivers in free agency. After all, you don't want to get yourself into a cap crunch with some overpays. But undrafting any wide receivers except for 25-year-old Voluis Jones Jr. is downright inexcusable. The defense as a whole had a pretty good day today. Keeping the enemy team to 12 points is usually good enough to win an NFL game. But not tonight. The return of quarterback Jalen Johnson was a welcome sign, and rookie corner Kyler Gordon seems to be improving in a positive direction. Roquan Smith continues to suck ass, making me question why Ryan Poles doesn't trade him for some picks ASAP. Alright, that about wraps up my ending tidbits. An absolutely crushing loss for the Bears. Well, somebody has to get the Best Bear Boy award this week, and to show some love to the defense, I'm giving it to Jaquan Brisker. He had himself 5 tackles and a big sack. Congratulations, Jaquan. Can teams in the NFL score more than 1 touchdown per game? Let's find out on Around the NFL. The Steelers took on Old Man Brady. Up 13-12, Kenny Pickett took a nasty hit and had to leave for concussion protocol. Enter Kissing Titties Mitch. Trubisky was able to run the offense down the field for a fourth quarter touchdown to secure the victory over the Buccaneers. Ladies and gentlemen, Mitchell Trubisky is back, and he's here to stay. Maybe, I don't know. 2 straight games against New York teams and 2 straight losses for Aaron Quaalude and the Packers. This week it was the Jets coming into Green Bay to shock the Packers faithful in a 27-10 victory. Is this it? Is this the end of Aaron Rodgers' time in Green Bay? Well, I've seen this Aaron Rodgers is done movie before, only for him to come back and show that he is in fact not done. At 38 years old and with his cult of personality coming to a crumbling fall, this may very well be the twilight of Aaron Rodgers. And let me tell you, I'm all here for it. Grab your popcorn, Bears fans. The Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs played in the best NFL game of the season. Great job by the NFL for putting this best matchup of the season at 3 o'clock instead of on prime time. Josh Allen had more passing yards in this game than Wentz and Fields had combined in their outing. Isn't that funny? The Bills hold on for a 24-20 win in this AFC Championship preview. What? Who the hell else is going to make the AFC Championship? The Titans? Are you drunk? Get out of here. It's not looking good for Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder. Often considered one of the worst owners in NFL history, the NFL and their owners are finally cracking down on him. For sexual abuse? Don't be silly. All the owners do that. They don't care about that. For being bad at running his football team? No. If that was the case, 90% of NFL owners would lose their job. No, Snyder committed the worst offense you could commit as an NFL owner, stealing money from the other owners. The writing is on the wall, as it looks like Snyder is going to have to be forced to sell his team. Now, if only we could grab some dirt on White Sox owner Jerry Reinsdorf so we can get his stupid ass out of here. Well, from one prime time game to another prime time game, the Bears will travel up to Foxborough to take on the Patriots. Where the hell did the NFL schedule this piece of shit team for so many prime time games? It's because the NFL and the schedule makers are monkeys, that's why. Patriots coach Bill Belichick is 5-1 overall in his games against the Bears, and it's looking like he's going to get another W against this piece of shit team. But it's not my job to predict Bears games. That honor goes to Chicago's #1 sports reporter and game predictor, Tony Romano.
Hey, why the hell do you keep saying prime time like that? Hey, wait a second. What did you do to me?
Oh, do you think it's my idea to have this little echoey effect whenever I say prime time? It's just something that happens when you reach a certain age in life. I'm sorry you never paid attention during biology class, but could you please carry on with your prediction?
Have you seen how good this Patriots defensive line is? Fields may get sacked 20 times. No way in hell the Bears win this garbage show. Patriots 24, Bears 6.
That's it? That's all you're going to say?
This is the worst Bears team of all time. This game's gonna suck.
I won't stand for this. Say more things right now.
Fine, Bailey Zappi has the name of someone who would be in a shitty David Bowie cover band. There, is that good enough?
Yes, perfect. Thank you, Tony. Another flawless prediction from Mr. Tony Romano. Well, what the hell do we look for now? Well, the tank, you silly goose. The Bears currently sit at the 11th best odds to get the first overall pick in the draft. If they continue down this slippery slope, the Bears could end up with a top 5 pick to lock in a wide receiver or an offensive lineman. We're in the shit show of the season now, folks, only 6 weeks in. If you still want to stick around, I'll see you next week. Make sure to smash those like and subscribe buttons, leave a comment, and tell all your friends and family about this awful show. Good night, God bless, and go Bears.